We've got those teams loaded, and we are ready to rock and roll. Here we go. This is break 981, the 2021 Diamond Kings one box pick your team. Here we go, right off the bat. It's who lives, who dies, who tells your story. Trevor Story of the Rockies going to Shannon, followed by an Estevan Florial RC of the New York Yankees, also going to Shannon. Walter Johnson of the Washington Senators, which means he's a Washington Twin. John, if you want to make a note about that in the showtime right there. Walter Johnson of the Washington Senators, now the Minnesota Twins. Then we have Marcell Ozuna of Atlanta and Frank Thomas of the Chicago White Sox right there. And it looks like we have a filler, and right underneath that, we're going to have a Christian Pache Elegant. And that is an elegant card of the Atlanta Braves going to Thomas. And then following that up, we have a Diamond Kings debut, Alex Kirilloff of the Minnesota Twins going to Shannon. And then of the Boston Red Sox, it's Joe Wood. We have Bryce Harper of the Phillies going to Joey G, followed by Isaac Paredes of the Detroit Tigers. The Detroit Tigers RC going to Shannon. Charlie Keller of the Yankees, followed by Joey DiMaggio of the Yankees as well. And then it looks like we're going to have our first portrait in this one, and it is going to be Grover Alexander, the throwback Grover Alexander of the Philadelphia Phillies going to Joey G. Next up, we have a Legacy Lithographs, and that is Johnny Bench of the Cincinnati Reds. Johnny Bench of the Cincinnati Reds, and that is going to be going to Shannon, followed by Yogi Berra of the New York Yankees. And then we have a debut Diamond Kings Brady Singer of the Kansas City Royals going to Shannon. Nate Pearson of the Toronto Blue Jays going to Mark. Nate Pearson of the Toronto Blue Jays going to Mark, followed by Lou Brock of the St. Louis Cardinals going to Ross. Mike Trout of the Los Angeles Angels going to Mark. Jose Garcia of the Cincinnati Reds going to Shannon. That's a rookie right there, followed by Buster Posey. And then we have a Jose Abreu aficionado of the Chicago White Sox, followed up by Chris Bubich of the Kansas City Royals going to Shannon, and Tyler Stevenson of the Cincinnati Reds going to Shannon as well. We have the Clark Schmidt RC of the New York Yankees going to Shannon, followed by Ted Williams of the Red Sox, DJ LeMahieu of the Yankees, the Chicago Cubs, Ryne Sandberg, all of those going to Shannon. And then we have Mark McGwire of the St. Louis Cardinals, the Club Edition, and that is going to Ross. Followed by a Ryan Mountcastle RC, and then a Diamond Kings debut, Tyler Stevenson of the Cincinnati Reds. And then our memorabilia auto, oh but boy, it is a Tristan McKenzie, and that is out of 99, and that is the two-patcher auto. 2-patch auto. That's of the Cleveland, and that is going to Shannon. And folks that are here, if you're new to BreakTraders, feel free to use promo code NEWBT at BreakTraders.com for 10% off your first purchase at BreakTraders.com. We had a filler in there. Then we have Sixto Sanchez of the Miami Marlins going to Shannon, followed by Honus Wagner. Honus Wagner of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Honus Wagner of the Pittsburgh Pirates, followed by Sherten Apostle of the Texas Rangers. Then we have Joe Morgan of Cincinnati, Vlad Guerrero of Toronto. We have a Stan Musial, the art of hitting of the St. Louis Cardinals, going to Ross, followed up by Cal Ripken of the Baltimore Orioles and Al Colleen of the Detroit Tigers. I like these Diamond Kings cards. Just a nice, fun, cheap break. Luis Gonzalez of the Chicago White Sox RC going to Shannon, followed by Fernando Tatis of the San Diego Padres, Andres Jimenez of Cleveland, and that is also going to Shannon, that RC. We have Satchel Paige of Cleveland, followed up by Will Crow of the Pittsburgh Pirates going to Shannon, and then Joey DiMaggio, Legacy Lithographs of the New York Yankees going to Shannon, followed by a Diamond Kings debut, Christian Pache of the Atlanta Braves RC going to Thomas, and a David Peterson RC of the New York Mets going to T-Man. We have Shane Bieber of Cleveland, followed by the Monte Harrison RC of the Miami Marlins going to Shannon, Hank Greenberg of Detroit, Letty Traveris of the Texas Rangers going to Mark, Harmon Killebrew of the Minnesota Twins going to Shannon, an aficionado Tris Speaker of the Boston Red Sox going to Shannon. What a throwback there. Then we have Luin Diaz of the Miami Marlins and a Diamond Kings debut, Dylan Carlson of the St. Louis Cardinals. That Miami Marlins going to Shannon and the Cardinals going to Ross. 5 packs left in this break. We have Alex Bregman of Houston, followed by Garrett Crochet of the Chicago White Sox RC going to Shannon, Walker Buehler of the Dodgers, Ryan Jeffers RC of the Minnesota Twins going to Shannon. And then our next portrait is going to be a Philadelphia Phillies RC, and that is Spencer Howard of the Phillies going to Joey G. Followed up by a Galaxy of Stars, Mookie Betts Galaxy of Stars, Max Scherzer of the Washington Nationals, and Matt Chapman of the Oakland Athletics. We've got Mickey Mantle of the New York Yankees, followed up by William Contreras of the Atlanta Braves RC, and that's going to Thomas. Then we've got Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers, Jesus Sanchez RC of the Miami Marlins going to Shannon, Pete Rose of the Cincinnati Reds. We have a filler right there, followed by an artist palette, Kyle Lewis of the Seattle Mariners. Those are always very pretty cards right there, and that's going to T-Man. Followed up by Kyle Lewis of Seattle and Alex Moran of the Philadelphia Phillies going to Joey G. We have a Tampa Bay Rays RC going to T-Man. That's Shane McCallahan, followed by Ty Cobb of the Detroit Tigers, Miguel Cabrera of the Tigers, Braylon Marquez of the Chicago Cubs going to Shannon, and then we have the club, Ichiro of the Seattle Mariners going to T-Man. followed up by a Tampa Bay Josh Fleming RC and going to T-Man, and then the Pittsburgh Pirates RC Jared Olivia going to Shannon. And here we go. Our next hit is going to be Ryan Weathers. The Ryan Weathers 2-patcher right there of the San Diego Padres. And that is going to Francisco. We have Kohai Era of the Texas Rangers going to Mark, followed by Alex Kirilloff of the Minnesota Twins going to Shannon. Then we have Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees going to Shannon as well. Ian Anderson of the Atlanta Braves, and that is going to Thomas. Joey Votto of the Cincinnati Reds. And then we have a Elegance, Tim Anderson of the Chicago White Sox, and that's heading to Shannon. Followed by Drew Rasmussen, Diamond Kings debut of the Milwaukee Brewers, and then a Jimmy Fox of the Boston Red Sox. We have Braxton Garrett of the Miami Marlins, and that is going to be going to Shannon, followed by Babe Ruth of the Yankees, Dylan Carlson of the St. Louis Cardinals going to Ross, Rogers Hornsby of the Cardinals as well. And then here we go. It is a member of the Brooklyn Dodgers, now the Los Angeles Dodgers, and that is Eddie Stanky, and that is going to be going to Shannon. Followed by a Legacy Lithographs, George Sisler of the St. Louis Cardinals, and then Walter Ashton of the Dodgers, and then a Diamond Kings debut, Christian Javier of Houston. Alrighty, let's run through these rooks. We have Christian Javier of Houston, Diamond Kings debut, followed by Dylan Carlson of the St. Louis Cardinals, Braxton Garrett of the Marlins, Diamond Kings debut, Drew Rasmussen of Milwaukee, Ian Anderson of Atlanta, Alex Kirilloff of the Twins, Kohai Area of Texas, Jared Olivia of Pittsburgh, Josh Fleming of Tampa Bay, Braylon Marquez of the Cubs, Shane McCallahan of Tampa Bay, Alex Bombaran of the Philadelphia Phillies, Jesus Sanchez of Miami, William Contreras of Atlanta, Ryan Jeffers of the Twins, Garrett Crochet of the White Sox, Dylan Carlson of the Cardinals, Lewin Diaz of Miami, Letty Taveras of Texas, Monte Harrison of the Marlins, David Peterson of the New York Mets, followed by Christian Pache, Diamond Kings debut of the Braves, Will Crow of Pittsburgh, Andres Jimenez of Cleveland, Luis Gonzalez of Chicago, Sheridan Apostle of Texas, Sixto Sanchez of the Miami Marlins, Tyler Stevenson of the Cincinnati Reds going to Shannon, Ryan Mountcastle of Baltimore, Clark Schmidt of the Yankees, Tyler Stevenson of Cincinnati, Chris Bubik of Kansas City, Jose Garcia of Cincinnati, Nate Pearson of Toronto, the Brady Singer Diamond Kings debut of Kansas City, Isaac Paredes of Detroit, Alex Kirilloff Diamond Kings debut, and then Estevan Florial of the New York Yankees. Alrighty, let's grab these featured cards. First, we have the Elegance Christian Pache RC of the Braves going to Thomas, and Artist Palette Kyle Lewis of the Seattle Mariners going to T-Man, followed up by a Club Mark McGuire of the Cardinals going to Ross. Then we have two Legacy Lithographs, Joey DiMaggio of the Yankees and Johnny Bench of Cincinnati. Have fun, Shannon. And then we have some portraits. Our two gray portraits are going to be Spencer Howard RC in the Grover Cleveland of the Philadelphia Phillies. And then our plum portrait is Eddie Stanky. Eddie Stanky of the Brooklyn Dodgers, now the Los Angeles Dodgers. And then we have two memorabilia / auto cards. We have the Ryan Weathers dual patch of the Padres going to Francisco, and Tristan McKenzie, the dual patch auto, 14 out of 99, and that is of Cleveland going to Shannon. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of break 981, and we will be right back from BT Field for some 2021 Chronicles football.